Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we are going to be doing our very first podcast. And on this podcast, I figured, you know what? Why not answer the question, can you be friends with your ex? You want to introduce yourself?
Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie. I'm his ex.
So anyways, so the question is going to be, can you be, I don't know. You think you'd be friends with your exes? Can you be friends with your ex?
Well, that all depends. And I think it's based more on the woman. If the woman is over the guy, then I think that they can be friends.
So if it's based on the woman, why it has to be based on the woman? Like what if the guy wants to be friends?
Well, it's not that. With a woman, when she breaks up with a guy, it's all emotion. So when she's done emotionally with the guy, it's easier for her to be friends with the guy. But if the guy is not done with her, because I feel like guys are like very like clingy in a sense, so it's like
Guys are the clingy one.
Okay.
How are guys the clingy one? Please explain.
What I mean is, for example, let's say I'm with a guy and we break up, and obviously I'm emotionally detached from him, so I don't really care what he does. Am I allowed to swear? Because I almost did. Okay.
Whatever. This is
So,
a podcast. Don't worry.
I wouldn't care what he does, right? Now, the guy will still like the girl because of like a physical.
But the girl must have liked the guy because the girl was attracted to the guy in the first case. So it kind of goes both ways. Don't you think so? At least I think it goes both ways because the girl got with that guy because they were attracted to that guy, correct?
Yeah. But like I said, when she is emotionally detached, she doesn't give a fuck about you anymore.
Okay.
So she'll move on and she can look at you as a friend. And also that depends on how you guys broke up as well. The guy, though, I feel like the guy will always look at her like he's attracted to her. I feel like because men look at things physically, and like I said, women, once they're done, they're done. When a guy is done, he can still look at the girl and just be like, oh my God, she's sexy, or like.
But you're telling me girls don't do the same thing? The girls that like break up with their exes and they're like, oh my God, he's actually looking really good. So I'm just trying to figure out where exactly you're going with this. You're trying to like, it seems like you're trying to say that it's all depends on like the guy. The guy will never get over the girl. That's what you're trying to. Is that what you're trying to say? Because I just want to get that correct.
So what I'm trying to say is, the girl won't necessarily look at the ex and be like, oh yeah, he's so sexy, because once she's emotionally detached, you don't look sexy to her no more.
So why is it for the guy to say like, oh my God, is she still looking good? Are we still attached? I don't think we're still attached. Is it okay to give a girl a compliment? Is you saying we're not allowed to give them a compliment?
I don't know. You can give compliments.
So it's just a compliment. Why does it have to be anything else but a compliment?
I don't know. Like, I'm just basing it on my personal view and also my experience. And I feel like in general, men are more visual and women are more like mental. That sounded wrong. Women are more like mentally, emotionally attached.
Okay, we're gonna leave that one. But let's move on to something else. Okay, so when it comes to like social media, okay, you know, social media, who do you think has a harder time on social media, women or men?
Well, that depends. Like, what are we talking about?
Let's say like Instagram. When you go on Instagram, what do you feel or think when you go on Instagram? Who do you think have more pressure on Instagram? Do you think men have more pressure on Instagram, or do you feel like women have more pressure on Instagram?
Okay, so I think it's women.
Okay, why?
And
because I don't think it's women.
Really? I think women have more pressure only because from when we were born, we were trained that women are supposed to look and act a certain way. So when we are on Instagram till this day, 2022, you'll see women looking a certain way. And that's how it's portrayed on social media. You gotta be thin. You gotta be pretty. You gotta have like long hair. eyelash extensions, makeup, all this and that.
Okay.
And men,
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like,
Why is it pretty simple? 'Cause I'll tell you why it's not pretty simple for men. Okay. Because okay, you look for, like, I hear what you're saying about women have to look good, pretty, all that stuff. But at the same time, if you see a fat guy on Instagram, okay, like a fat guy, like like you know who Nico Cardo Avocado is? This really fat guy, a YouTuber, getting really fat, overweight, beastly guy, just eats all the time.
oh, okay, I think.
If you probably see him, red shirt all the time.
Okay.
He does a lot of mukbangs. If you saw that guy on Instagram, are you gonna take a minute to look at him and check him out, or you saw another bodybuilder, let's say Chris Hemsworth, Thor? If you see Thor, which one of those two are you gonna stop and look at?
Well, first, I'll stop at the big guy just to look at him and wonder what this is about.
If you saw two of them side by side scrolling, or you're scrolling up, scrolling on your phone, you're telling me you're gonna stop at the big guy first and look what's going on with him?
Yeah. I'll look and be like, what is this? Like, what is this guy doing?
Okay.
He said he eats or something, right?
He just eats.
Okay. But if you're talking about physical wise, no, I'm going to look at the Thor.
Okay. So that's why I said, do you think Thor, which ones of the two bodies are more realistic for a guy to have? Do you think more realistic for a guy to be overweight, kind of flubby, or do you think more realistic for a guy to be muscular?
Neither.
Which one's more realistic?
I think what's more realistic is in between. He still has to be, he doesn't have to be chiseled, but like, a medium weight, maybe a little bit of a dad belly.
But what you see mostly on Instagram for guys, as a guy, I see this all the time. All these girls like these pictures of guys who are chiseled. They look like Thor, the god of thunder. That's what girls are looking for. Before anything, ooh, this guy is jacked. I want this guy. They're not going to look at the fat guy like, oh, this guy looks nasty. They're just going to skip right over him. Don't tell me you haven't skipped right over these people.
Okay, so, yeah, it's true. Girls are going to look at the guy with the muscles, obviously.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've seen other guys that aren't exactly chiseled and, they have a lot of attention as well.
Okay.
But with those men, a lot of them is like, they're comedians. They're either funny,
exactly.
They can dance.
You got to have something, right?
They can sing.
You got to bring something to the table. If you don't, like, let's say, I'll go on Instagram, I see a hot girl. For me, I'll be honest, I click on check her page out just because she's hot, right? But for a guy, if the guy's not chiseled or anything, a girl will just probably scroll right by him. Unless, like you said, this is a famous comedian or someone who's just famous in general for doing something, right? I'm just saying. So back to the question, who really has it harder on Instagram? Do guys have it harder on Instagram, or do girls have it harder on Instagram?
Girls.
Okay, you're still going with your...
I'm still going on with girls.
You're still going with the girls? Yeah. Okay. Well, I personally think it's just guys.
It's girls, because girls, it's like, it's more than just also being pretty. It's like our body as well. Like, how many women out there are getting like BBLs?
Okay.
Right? Implants and like...
But I feel like they're just doing it to compete with other girls, though. Where are they getting this like ideas from? You think it's a guy put it in their head, or do you think it's just girls being insecure about their bodies?
You know what I think it is? I think it's a little bit of everything, because it all starts with trauma, right? If a girl's with a guy and she thinks she's decent looking, whatever, and let's say that guy cheats on her, maybe starting off liking other women's pictures, and these other women are the ones with the big ass, the implants, like the long nails. I don't have that. The long nails, the fake eyelashes, and they see that, and they see that he's continuously liking those type of women. Gonna eventually get to her, and like a lot of the women, like, okay, so this is what men like.
Okay, so if I went on Instagram, I start liking like fat people. Are you going to become fat?
Hell no.
Why?
But I'm gonna be like, are you into these big girls?
So it's just because it's insecurity. At the end of the day, like you said, it's still insecurity. Because what if I like big girls?
Then I'd be like, what are you doing with me then?
So it's okay for me to watch big girls. You won't have a problem. Let's say if I decided to like big girls.
If a guy was looking at all these big girls, I would question that too. I'd be like, what are you doing? And it depends on when you say big, like obese kind of girl.
We're going obese, like over 300 pounds. This is to make it clear. So
then I would ask you, like, do you have a fetish?
So
is there something I need to know?
So we can't just like big girls and be like, okay, she looks good. We can't. It just has to be like something. We can't just scroll and like a picture.
I mean, yeah, but that's if that's your personality, where you're out there just kind of like sending out positivity to people, being like, yeah, like.
Okay.
But
That's
I
my
guess
personality.
there is kind of like a double standard. It's
There
like
is that's exactly what I wanted you to say. There's a double standard. Okay.
But then you gotta understand, like, when a guy's liking a girl that's slim and everything, and she's also very pretty, that's gonna be like triggering to another woman who thinks that she can't, compete with that. Versus when a guy's just under liking girls that are like, not as attractive and like obese or whatever, she's not really, I guess, gonna think much about it.
Okay.
Maybe question you, like, what's this about?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, let's say if a girl I was dating, whatever, she went on Instagram and she started liking guys' pictures, I'll probably be like, okay, maybe she, he's good looking. I'll be like, he's good looking. All right, I'll be like, he's good looking, but at the same time, it wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me. What would bother me is if she started like DMing the guy, leaving little heart eyes. That would bother me. I'm like, what is that? Like why? Like, why would we even bother to do that?
So the way I see it is, if anyone, male or female, puts hard eyes on someone's picture, it's clearly because they want to get noticed. They want to grab that person's attention. There's no other reason why a person would comment hard eyes if they didn't want their attention.
Okay.
Right?
So you were still, I think we're still deadlock. You think that girls have it hard on Instagram compared to guys?
I do. I mean, I'm only speaking for myself because I'm
fine.
a girl. I don't know the life as a guy because I'm not a guy.
It's very difficult as a guy because in today's society, I feel like there's a very double standard. Okay, I feel that women want like equal rights and all this equality, but yet they still have the mentality that a guy should pay for everything. A guy should be the one supporting or going to work. Like, how do you feel about that in today's society?
So I'm not the type that just wants the guy to go out and support the family.
Okay.
I'm more like 50-50. I do my part, he does his part. When it comes down to, what did you say to me?
Well, like going out, paying for things.
Okay. So when it comes down to that, all right. The way I kind of view it, let's say, for example, dating wise, if you're dating a guy, I feel like the guy should pay.
Why?
Because one, if a guy is really interested in a woman, I feel like his best way to show that to her is to pay for her. You got to treat her well, right? He has to show like that's his interest. Because I feel like with the woman, I mean, it's easier for us to show a guy that we like them.
Why is these or what? Dressing up, looking good, putting makeup on, what's going out with them?
I don't know. I guess I'm just old fashioned. I feel like a man.
Oh, okay, there, old fashioned. That's the word. Old fashioned.
Polite.
So old fashioned was back in the days. Women stay home, take care of kids. How do you feel about that? Should you be staying home, taking care of the kids?
No.
Why? You're old fashioned.
No, just with that. Like, I just feel like a man, it's just like
So it's just picking and choosing. Is that what you're telling me at this point?
No, I'm not picking and choosing.
But it sounds like you're picking and choosing.
No, I just feel like a man, if he's really interested, because a man is like a hunter. A man is like the go-getter.
The buff, strong guy, take the manly role, right?
He's the man, right? So men are naturally hunters, right? So if you want to get a girl, the way to impress her or to show her that you are truly interested is you dine her. You take her out.
Does he pay for all the time? Do you feel like he should pay, or are we just on like the first date here?
Okay, so I mean that's like iffy. Like the guy, if he wants to pay and he feels like that's his duty, then let him do it. But I also do believe, like, when you go out, that you can split it 50-50. Like if you go and you pay for the movies, then I will get the snack.
Okay.
you know? But I just feel like when a guy and a girl are just starting dating, I think that he should be the one to do it. It shouldn't be like always expected, but I feel like that's just the right thing to do
You see,
as a guy,
and this is
a
where,
gentleman.
but if you're gonna do that, I think if you want old fashioned, like I believe in old fashioned. Okay, it's nice that I get a girl that wants to pay for me to take me out, sure. But at the same time, when I hear that stuff, if you want old fashioned, but yet women doesn't want to stay home, or women feel like they should be going out to work, or women feel like there are places like if I tell you your place is in the kitchen to wash dishes, you'll take that as an offense. I'm sure you would, right? If I tell you you need to stay home, wash my dishes, wash my clothes, take care of my house, take care of the kids. What comes to you? How do you feel about that?
I would feel like I want to slap you.
Why?
No, I would feel
No, old fashioned.
disrespected.
Back in the day, when the men went out to war and fight in the wars, the women stayed home and took care of the family, right?
Right, but also back in the day, the women had no rights to anything. So like we basically had no choice. And when I say we, I mean women, obviously not me.
Huh?
Have no choice but to stay home and watch the kids.
Okay. So, but
men weren't used to seeing women work. Men, I don't think they even wanted to see women work.
Okay, because like honestly, I just think it's just like it's a double standard. Like I understand the whole equal rights stuff. Like I believe now equal rights, but it's saying it has to be equal, and I feel like it's not equal, right? And like moving on to another one, like this is another topic gonna slide in here. When it comes down to let's say a child, you're having a child. The man wants the child, but the woman doesn't want the child. Who gets the choice?
Okay.
Who gets the choice?
It's the woman.
Why is the woman? I am here as a father. I want my child. I will take care of my child by myself. If you don't want to be in the child's life, that's fine, but I will. Why, in this day, do men not have the choice if they want to keep the child or not? Why is it the woman?
It just boils down to this. It's because it's the woman's body. That's it. Like, I feel like a guy should have a choice.
Do you think how many people does it take to have a kid?
It's 2.
Okay.
But like I said, it's the woman's body. It's the baby growing in the woman. It's the woman that's getting all the hormones changing, her body's changing, and that's a forever
for 9 months at least.
No, not for 9 months.
Okay.
9 months of nausea, like back pain, all these kind of things. Even like sometimes emergency level situations. But not even that. It's after even childbirth.
Okay.
That's like the worst pain I've ever been through in my life.
Okay.
Now, after childbirth, then you got postpartum. Then you got, the baby body. You have like the saggy skin, the stretch marks. Like your body is changed forever. And that's the thing. So, yes, I feel like a man has a say because it is his child too. And it's a part of him.
But realistically...
But in reality, it's her body. So I feel
like
the
guy doesn't have a choice.
I guess not.
Right? In the reality, doesn't have a choice. So then, like I said, it's double standard. Like women want things equal, but yet they don't really want things equal.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a hard topic to really talk about because again, like it's her body. Like for example, let's say this. Say I was pregnant and then you want to keep the baby, but I don't want to keep the baby.
Okay.
So now I'm being told by, I don't know, the judge or whatever, the rules are changed and I have to have this baby now because you want to have the baby.
Yeah.
Now I have to go through all the pain. I have to do all this. I have to eat a certain way. I have to I miss work for a baby that I didn't want.
But most women nowadays are compromised for that. They give them something. Compensated.
No, but that would be what do you call it?
Maternity leave.
Mat leave.
But you're still compensated for
it.
But men don't get compensated for that. Just the one thing. Remember that. Men don't get compensated.
Actually, no, they do have mat leave for men.
Oh, they do? Okay. Well, I've got to check that up. But
men can go on mat leave as well. But again, like there's a lot of sacrifices that the woman's putting an effort for a baby that, let's say, she doesn't want. So she goes through all of that. She goes through the labor. She has a baby and now she gives the baby to you. And then now her body is like ruined.
There's the gym. There's surgery, like you
Yeah,
said.
gym's not going to do much. Surgery, yes, but surgery costs a lot.
Do you feel
So
like
who's paying for that?
Do you feel like if okay, that's okay, surgery costs a lot. If a man decides like, okay, I want my child, I'll pay for surgery. Are you gonna have that kid? The guy says, listen,
Well,
I'll pay for surgery. It's okay, as long as you have my kid, and here's your money, kind of like a surrogate. You think of it at this point, you become a surrogate. At that point,
yeah.
You're basically a surrogate. We'll pay you off. You sign here, and I'll take my child, but you have no contact with me at all. How do you feel about that?
So like that would
that make it okay?
That would make sense if the guy is actually going to say, you know what, if you have the baby, like my surrogate, and I'll pay for your surgery so you don't, have to look
but
like.
At the same time, it sounds a little bit selfish. Just gonna say that there. Like
No,
you don't
but
want to have this kid because you're now you said because of your body and you're it looks after, right?
Mhm.
You don't want to have that kid, but you have this guy who wants to have the kid. So it's kind of like really double standard.
Well, no, like what I'm saying is having a child is like a huge package, like deal, right? It's like I mentioned, the hormones,
It is
everything, not even just the body. That comes afterwards. But it's like if a woman doesn't want a baby for whatever her personal reason is, maybe she's just not ready for one.
Yeah.
And then she has to go through all this stuff with her body to have the baby. And then not to mention, like, there's always that emotional connection that evolves when you have this living being in your body, right? Some women, I guess some of them don't have that connection, but majority of them, they do. They have like that connection and that,
Okay.
bond. The baby's like in their body. It's not fair to men.
At all.
I never disagreed that it's fair. I'm just saying
Like at all. It's not fair to men at all.
that the argument would be it's her body, right? Would be her decision. I just feel like, you know what? People should be doing this, but they don't. There should always be that conversation, right? So how did you get into this situation where now you guys are having a baby and one person wants it and one person doesn't?
Exactly. And at the end of the day, do you feel like it's fair to that child?
But my point is,
as well,
you guys should have had this type of conversation before you laid in bed together and had a baby. Because you all know that when you have sex with somebody, you can create a baby.
Okay.
Right?
All right, so I guess we're gonna leave that. It's not fair. Basically, it's not fair to men.
It's not fair.
I just want to understand.
But you know what?
It's not fair to men.
Wear a condom. A lot of you people don't like to do that, but you know what? When you're gonna get into situations like that, that's where things get tough. You guys didn't have that conversation before you guys did it because you guys were doing it in the heat of the moment. Have the conversation first before you sleep with someone. So if we were to get pregnant, do you want to keep the baby?
Well, realistically, nobody's gonna have.
Yes, realistically, people do it in the heat of the moment. But like I'm saying, like if you're in a relationship with somebody, that should be a conversation.
Okay, you feel it. Okay, all right. But just to make it clear, it's not fair to guys.
No, it's not fair.
That's it. So, anyways, in modern days, like now, 2022, who has an easier time finding a job? Who do you think has an easier time finding a job? Like, how do you feel about OnlyFans? How do you feel? Do you feel like guys get paid more on OnlyFans, or do you feel like girls get paid more on OnlyFans?
Well, that depends. That depends on what we're talking about. What's the person doing on OnlyFans?
I just said if it's which one pays more. Who is it harder? Like, is it harder on women or is it harder on men for OnlyFans to make more money?
Well, I would say that it's easier for a woman to make money on OnlyFans, and I'm not even just referring to sexual things because OnlyFans is not only for that. Let's make it clear.
Okay.
So let's say a good-looking woman is on OnlyFans and she's not naked, but she's good-looking. Yes, guys are gonna be wanting to watch her.
So the good-looking guy, are you gonna go pay for a good-looking guy on OnlyFans?
Me? No. No.
The more likely, out of like 10 people and 10 guys or whatever, 5 girls, 5 guys, more likely those 5 girls won't pay for the guys. More likely all 5, the girl's hot, let's say it's hot. Let's say Kim Kardashian opened the OnlyFans and 5 guys. Do you feel like all 5 of those guys are gonna like run over and pay for OnlyFans?
Maybe not all 5.
But probably majority of them because it's Kim Kardashian.
And you know what? I feel like this goes down to a guy and his morals. Because there are
Okay.
men out there who don't really care to see a woman on OnlyFans. Like, they have better things to do.
Yeah.
And then there's men who get women, so they don't need to pay to see another woman. And then there's men who just like to give money to women. They don't get that kind of attention in the real world, and they get it from, I guess, OnlyFans.
Okay. So then it comes down to basically these men are looking for some kind of comfort. You think they're looking for comfort? You think maybe it's a mommy issue?
Oh.
All right. Like I feel like guys who pay for OnlyFans sometimes, like yeah, I understand they don't get anything, but at the same time, I feel like they're looking for comfort. You feel like they're looking for comfort? Like guys who go on OnlyFans just try to talk to girls, hopefully get their attention, but these girls are like just taking advantage of them because they just want. At the end of the day, they just want trying to get money.
Well, yeah, because it's a business, right? It's a business, it's work, and that's the whole point. Yeah, they do it to make the money. Um, so, I mean, yeah, there might be guys out there for comfort. That's true. That is very true. But then that's when it can get a little bit tricky because some of these men get caught up in that and they think it's real when
Yeah.
it's not. But
Yeah.
like, yes, these women do it and they kind of encourage it, but like they know what they're doing, right?
They're taking advantage of these poor suckers.
uh
What they are. At the end of the day, they're taking advantage of these poor suckers, right?
okay. Yes.
Right?
I think so, yeah. We know what we're doing as women.
Okay, now we're gonna get a little interesting. Okay, so women are very good at manipulating men. Would you say so?
I'm not gonna lie, yes.
Very good at manipulating men. Why? Why do you? What do you think?
Because you men are just so easy.
Right?
You guys are so easy.
It's not easy. I feel like men. I'm just gonna be on me. Men are very simple-minded people. Okay. As a guy, I feel like I just want. Let's say if I see a beautiful girl, obviously I'm gonna want to sleep with her. Okay. At the end of the day, that's it, and I'm happy. Give her what she wants. She gives me what she wants. We're all happy. But women, on the other hand, I feel like there's other motives behind everything. I feel like there's always something behind it.
No,
No,
not all the time.
not all the times, just sometimes.
Sometimes, I mean, like I said, we women, we know what we're doing. We know because men, you guys are just very easily manipulated. It's like you guys can't really control your hormones, and we just know how to, like, on it. Right? But I'm not saying that this is what we do on a daily basis. It's not what we do. Women, I mean, there are women who are like that. And then there are women who just kind of like turn it on when they know they want to get something. And I'm not even just talking about money wise. It's like we can manipulate you into, doing something sweet for us, feeling bad for us, And then there's women out there who will manipulate a man into like, paying for her rent, paying for her car, bills, like everything.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those type of women.
Just to make it clear, she's not one of those.
Not one of those type of women. I don't even know how to like really do that. I don't know how they do that.
Someone's trying to cover their ass. I don't know. It sounds like it.
No.
Anyways, yeah, I guess I personally just think when I look at everything, even on social media, like I've been on like Six Buzz and stuff like that, and there was these girls just on Six Buzz bragging, these pretty girls just bragging about like this one. I don't know if you saw this recently. One I saw, this girl says, "I don't know why people work all day, and I just work 10 minutes a day, and I pay my rents for the month." Like she only says she only works 10 minutes a day, and she gets paid for her rent for the month.
Like doing what?
OnlyFans. Right? That's what she does.
Oh. Okay.
So, like stuff like that, it just like annoys me. Like, I read the comments. There's a lot of hate comments and saying like, "Yeah, get a real job" and stuff like that. But at the same time, like I feel like if I was a beautiful chick, like a hot chick, I would probably be doing it.
See, the one thing that kind of bothers me, and it's kind of annoying, when people go off and say, get a real job. Now, I feel like the people that say that are just people that are jealous. because they don't have that ability to make money in that way that other people can, or attractive people can, right? Jealousy, pure jealousy, because a job's a job. Once you're getting paid for it, that's a job.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't say to someone, get a real job. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, what's a real job?
So does it come down to like morals as well? Because like if a job, people can say like being a porn star is their job, right?
Yeah, that's a job.
All right, and like, is that okay? Do you feel that's okay? That's a good job. Get paid a lot.
I'm not going to say that's a good job, but I'm not going to say
it's
that's a
job,
bad
right?
job either. It's a job. Like, literally, these porn stars, they're there to work. Period. That's it. They go on set, their acting skills come on, they do what they need to do, and then they're done. Shake hands and they go home. Like, it's not like a relationship. It's like literally a job, unless you're talking about those. What are those, like low
budget
porns where it's like your boyfriend and you? Like, that's different.
Homemade.
But I mean, yeah, but I mean, if that pays the bills, then that's still considered a job,
I guess.
you know what I mean? It is. But again, I guess it also boils down to like a person's morals, but in the end, it's a job. Regardless, it's a job. OnlyFans, whatever you're doing on there, making easy money or whatever you want to call it, you're still making money. So there's a saying that says, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So she's working smarter. She knows how to bring in that money in a very easy way. Just going on camera and being like, hey guys. But again, like, maybe when there's women that make big bucks on OnlyFans, and they're probably doing things that are like X-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys are making the big bucks.
But again, those people are paying for it. So even like with porn, when someone says get a real job, people are paying for it. And the people that are saying get a real job, their ass is at home watching the porn. So I don't get it. Like, if you want that person to get a real job, then I guess you don't have no porn to look at. You know, somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to.
And there are people out there that will do it. They don't mind to do it. I don't feel like people should bash people on the type of job or career that they take, just like strippers. There's nothing against. I don't have anything against strippers.
Yeah, I don't have that. Some of my favorite friends that are best friends are strippers.
Yeah, I've worked with I've met some strippers before, and they were actually nice people.
Oh, yeah, they're really cool people, down to earth.
Some of them. I'm not gonna say all, because there are a few that are like drug addicts and things like that. Like, they're pretty messed up. Yeah. But I mean, when I say this, not every single stripper or whatever is a bad person on drugs, and people need to understand that there are people out there that actually just do it to pay. And you hear this a lot: pay for college, right? People are on there trying to, like, single moms on there because they can't get a 9-to-5 because they have a baby and it doesn't go around their schedule, right? So there's always a reason for something, and people need to be mindful of that and not forget, like, and stop judging so quick. People, there's always something going on.
Yeah. Okay. So basically it comes back to it, girls, it's easier for girls to make money on OnlyFans.
I forgot we were talking about that.
All right, that comes back to it. It's basically easier for girls to make money, because
well,
guys are not as we are not as easy to manipulate people.
And it's not even just that. Like I said even before, men are more physical. So a man will get excited to see a woman.
Yeah, because we're simple-minded people. Like, we're very simple-minded.
Exactly. So you guys are willing to pay for that. There's not many women that are willing to pay to see a man unless she's, like, you know, the unattractive.
No, I personally won't. I will skip right by. If I see a girl she's unattractive, I'm gonna skip right by her and go on to the next.
Yeah, but I mean, like, an unattractive woman. There's same thing with, like, men, right? If you're unattractive and you have a hard time getting a man, those are the type of women who are going to pay for the good-looking,
I guess,
good-looking men.
I guess that's true. Those
I don't. I haven't really heard of a woman who is, like, attractive and then she's paying to see a man. Like,
I don't have to, right?
Yeah, but I could be wrong. You know,
I mean, I've heard about like attractive women who pay for male escorts because they don't want to get caught. Maybe their husband's on a business trip and he's just not there, and they don't want to get caught. So they pay for these escorts because, you know, they do their thing and they're gone.
Well, Okay.
Right. Anyways, moving on. Next question: who has more natural beauty between men and women?
You know what?
Uh,
Men.
I just woke up like this. I will say, like me, to get on this, I put on a shirt, I put on a thing, and I put on my earrings, and that's pretty much it. My hair, I didn't even comb my hair. It's kind of like just came out of the shower like this.
You're right. You combed it. You patted it down.
I didn't comb my hair.
You patted it down.
But for you, like I'm looking at you. How long did it take you to get ready? Are you just woke up like that?
I definitely did not wake up like this.
You did not wake up like that?
No.
Jeez.
No, I did not. But there
How long did it take you to get ready? I'm just curious. I'm curious. How long did it take you to get ready?
See, no, I don't.
Like, well, tell me your.
That
daily,
all depends. Normally, for me to get ready, it depends. It can take me about a half an hour to an hour.
Let's make it a little simpler. You're going out on a date for first time for a guy. How long does it normally take you to get ready?
See, but this is not fair because when I'm getting ready for a date, I'll turn on music. Like I'll be getting ready. I'll be dancing.
We just need a time. I feel like you're trying to.
It's me like 2 hours, but it's not because. But it's not. It's not because
2 hours.
I'm there doing my makeup and everything. Because honestly, you guys might see I have eyeshadow and all that stuff. I don't wear this stuff, so I'm very simple. And I would just, and I also have fake eyelashes on, which I normally don't wear either.
Yeah, but you
just on a daily basis.
But you just had to put them on because you know you were coming. Well,
yeah. Hello, I have to like look decent if I'm going to be on camera, right? So it's like if I'm going to go on a date, okay, I might use the false lashes. That all depends on how my mood is. If I want to be like a little spicy or whatever. But eyeshadow, no. I just stick to foundation, lipstick, and like a blush or whatever. And that's it. And a mascara.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then I do my hair.
Yeah.
Now it takes me that long because I'm dancing. I have music on.
So you're trying to enjoy getting ready for this big date?
Yeah, that's why it takes so long. Like if I didn't have music and all of that, then I'll be done in like half an hour.
So it took you about half an hour to get ready? Just for today. This is today.
Well, today, no, obviously. I had to put on my eyeshadow, which I had no idea what I was doing, but I think I did an okay job.
Okay. But you felt like you needed it to be on camera.
Yeah, why not?
I felt I didn't care.
Why not?
I legit just got up, I took a shower, and that was it, So
okay.
Natural. This is natural.
I did say men have more of a natural beauty.
So yeah, boys, we won something today. We got natural beauty going for us.
Because I feel like you men, that's all you have. Like you're not going to be out there and like putting on makeup, right? I mean, some men do, but like in general, men don't wear makeup. You just kind of wash your face with soap or whatever it is that you use. Do your hair, maybe get a lineup or whatever, and put like jewelry on, and then that's it. Like there's nothing more you can
a little
really
simpler,
do.
easier for guys, I guess. I guess so. It's a little easier for guys.
But that's the thing, though. You have to be good looking, right? You guys don't walk around with makeup, so
That's true. That's true. Well, then again, there are some ugly guys who can like pull girls in so quick because they're just naturally funny, or they have a good personality. Personality also plays a lot, I guess, in attractive. If a guy can hold a conversation with you, if a guy can make you laugh, you think that's very attractive, right? Would you think that's attractive?
Yeah, I like a funny.
Like, first you're like, yeah, he looks alright, but then he starts speaking to you. You guys have good conversation.
He's making me laugh.
Making you laugh. You guys are having good talks.
Mm-hmm.
That would give him a little more. Like, okay, he's not so.
You got some points.
Get a little more points.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than you just going off a guy who like looks like he's hot, but he can't keep a conversation going. He does not make you laugh, and you guys just there maybe watch whatever out golfing or let's say a date, and
it's boring. So I dated a guy like that actually.
Wasn't me.
Actually, no. No, I dated a guy like that before. He was a really good looking guy and he had like abs, everything.
Jeez, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
But he was so fucking boring. Couldn't hold a conversation. Like, I'm the type of person, I need to be mentally stimulated. I like a good conversation. I like a guy who knows how to carry a conversation. I like a guy who's open-minded and can talk about anything, get into deep conversations. If you're just gonna sit there and just kind of give me one word responses, I'm gonna be like, okay, I don't think this is working out. I don't care if you're like sexy as fuck, like it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
So
Okay. So it's not just about like the physical.
no,
Not always, at least.
no. But yeah, with some people, they'll accept that because they're just so good looking, even though their personality is like flat as ever. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think no, I think that's it. Do you have any other things you want to think? Like any questions you think you want to throw at me? You thought curious to ask about like a guy's opinion.
So okay, since we were talking about attractiveness and like makeup or whatever, what's a guy's opinion on women who wear makeup and all of that kind of stuff on the face?
For me, this is just based on me. Okay, based on me, I don't mind makeup. Okay, I don't like it when you see those girls who put like a pound of makeup, like like they put all these highlighters on their nose, their cheeks, everything. They have to put all the fake eyelashes. They have to do like they're not even their own damn hair nowadays. Like they're wearing like full out wigs. Okay, like I don't like those. I would prefer if I can get a girl that's naturally beautiful. Because when you go to sleep. When I go to sleep, at least I want to make sure I wake up to the same thing when I wake up next to me. I don't want to go to sleep one night. She has her makeup on, and then over the night she rubs her face on the pillow, and then it's all smudged all over her damn face and all over the pillow. No, that's not for me. Okay?
Well, why is she going to bed with her makeup on anyways?
Some girls go, I don't know. Some girls go maybe go to bed and makeup on. I don't know. Oh my God. For me, I don't think that will go on for me. At least I feel like I would prefer a natural looking girl. I don't mind if she has put like eyelashes on. I don't mind maybe she does her eyebrows or maybe does her hair, put a little bit of blush or whatever, but don't go overboard with it. Like don't go overboard with it. That's why I don't no, that's not for me.
You're describing me.
Am I describing you? No, I don't think I'm describing. Well, everyone has their type, okay? I'm just saying, yeah, just not too much. There's some girls who just go way too much and like, I can understand once in a while. Maybe you're going out to like a wedding or something. You want to put a little makeup on, make yourself feel like, hey, I'm looking a little nice. I'm feeling good. But when you see those girls who like, you can legit take your nail and just like scrape it off, and it's underneath your nail.
You basically like a woman who wears makeup to where she's like basically contouring her whole look where she's not even the same person. No. I've seen those. You know what? I want to do that type of makeover one time. Right. I really do. I've never had a makeover done before.
Like do all the contouring,
no,
all the
I never had
highlighting, make your.
No, I never had that. I never had the eyeshadow, whatever else they do, the contour to all of that stuff. I've never had that done. I want to do it.
Why do you want to do it?
Because I want to see what I transform into.
She wants to be a transformer. That's what she wants to be.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe try it out. Maybe could have you on again after you do it or your experience, and we'll see. See, if that's what you want, or if you're like, ew, this is too much work. How do people do that? I can't imagine like just having it on your face. Does makeup not make your face feel like heavy, like you have something on your face the whole time, and you can't scratch your face? Like, how do you itch? That's what I never understand.
I just itch.
Like aren't you scared you're gonna scratch off your makeup? Or I feel like you can't itch.
Well, I mean, if you itch and you scratch it off, just kind of like move the other makeup.
We're learning something today. All right, guys. So thank you, Stephanie, for coming on to the show. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys want to see more of Stephanie, put in the comments down below. And I definitely think you guys should, because I want to see the makeup, the makeup thing, how her experience is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again for coming on. And all right, we're out.